I wanted to start this blog with Relax by Frankie Goes to Hollywood since I'm stuck in my 80s groove here, but I couldn't find it. It's not a very relaxing song anyway. I came up with this, which is, again, still stuck in the 80s, but Tears for Fears and Everybody Wants to Rule the World. And then there's a little bit at the end of another song that I actually think is kind of a relaxing song that probably nobody ever heard of. I don't even think it's 80s, it might be 90, but it's called Sunshine by Dario. I have no idea where I came across it, but someplace I found it. So anyway, hope you enjoy. It's a little bit funny that a friend who blogs along with me did a post that I thought was going to be similar to this. We were kind of thinking along the same directions, where his post was called Relaxing. And I thought, great, this is going to give me all the answers as to how I'm supposed to relax and what I can do or what he does. And it was an interesting post because it just showed one day out of his life of what was relaxing for him, that he got to spend time with his family and do some other things outside of work. I think anyone that knows me knows I'm a pretty high-strung person, and I'm kind of driven in a lot of ways. I think, professionally I'm driven for a lot of reasons. I mean, I'm a little high-strung. I consider myself a perfectionist, and I probably have a touch of OCD thrown in on top of that, because I can't relax if everything isn't like perfectly in its place and done. I can't leave stuff unfinished. I think the whole thing about relaxing right now is the economy is probably the biggest hurdle I have, because it seems to affect me in every way. I just have this peace of mind when things are a lot more stable. Stable at work, and stable at work usually means stable in my personal life, and they're all kind of interrelated. I noticed that whenever the economy started slowing down and things were a lot tougher to find work, a lot tougher to keep work, that my commitment to work increased a lot. The last couple pay periods, I've been averaging about 65 hours a week, which is not that uncommon for me, but whenever you start stringing those together, it definitely takes a toll on you. I find now that when I try and relax, that quickly turns into passing out. If I am home and trying to relax, I just literally fall asleep. Luckily, the dogs are around to wake me up whenever they need out. But I was looking for ways that I could relax, or things I could work on to relax. I was going through my music and kind of fell into two categories, I think. One is like total pumped up high energy, and the other one, instead of being relaxing, kind of tends to go more into melancholy, and that doesn't really help me relax. And I was looking at what I used to do to relax, and I think about going to the beach or laying around the pool or bike rides or playing the piano, or things that I don't do anymore, and figure out I got to get time to get back into that. We have a core value at the office, which is we balance our work and our personal life, which has always been the toughest one for me to fulfill. And I don't want to overthink it too much, because I'll end up in therapy if I just keep thinking about this too much. But when I look at my balance, I look at it more as three aspects of it, where I have my work, which I call work in the office. I have my personal life, which is really just my personal time that I have at home, doing my hobbies or my personal downtime or just my me time. And then the third one I have is my social life, and that's kind of got two subsets to it, where I have the professional social life, which is all the functions that you go to and all the events and the fundraisers and the boards that you sit on and things that you do for that. And the other half of that is personal social life, which is personal friends outside of work that aren't related to work, which seems to be diminishing a lot lately just because I am not putting the time into it. And I find myself apologizing to my friends that I'm not spending time with them. But somehow, I've got to figure out what this whole balance is and what the magic is in between there. I'm racing to get into the office right now so that I can finish up a bunch of stuff to get ready for this week. So that I think that I don't have to work, 65 hours this week, but I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to work 65 hours this week because there are a couple people out of the office on vacation, and I'm probably going to be out of town for a couple days, which tends to mean more work for me. So I have tried to structure my life so I have all the mechanics to relax, so that all that is in place. I don't go into the office unless the house is clean, to the point of OCD clean. And that way when I come home, I know that I don't have to do dishes, clean the house, do laundry, pay bills, all that kind of stuff. That's taken care of. I have, the jacuzzi that I rarely use. I think that's down to like once a month now. I used to try and do that at least every Sunday night, but hasn't been happening. So my goal is to use it tonight, especially since it's 90 degrees today. So I've looked at just things that I can do to make it easier for me to relax, but it really becomes a mindset that you just have to set the goal and force yourself to say, I'm going to take time off and do this. Work is going to be there. Yes, I want to be the first one to be at work and to be at that work to be able to get it. I'm just kind of looking for ways to relax or ways that I can teach myself to relax. And I know somebody's going to come back with yoga, but that's fine if that's what I need to do. If you want to see my friend Eric's way to relax, you can look up his blog on ericmroberts.com and see what he does to relax, although I'm not sure I could relax with 4 or 5 kids screaming around outside, but it's his way to relax. So I've set a goal that I will take an hour tonight and relax, and I expand on that. I'll take 2 more hours this week as total personal me relax time, and see how that works out for this week. Later.